Let's talk about pets in D&D, shall we? One of the clips that we put up from our podcast the other day got a few comments on it, and not for any of the reasons that I thought it would. And I'd say for any of those comments who are GMs, and if they happen to be your GMs, kind of a bit of a red flag, but maybe it's just a little bit of a misunderstanding, right? In it, we essentially kind of agree that like pets in D&D should be immortal. Now, there was some confusion here, maybe just some missing context, but at least in the clip, we're talking about the idea of Kaylee, our guest, the gaming anthropologist, specifically had like a little jelly Roomba thing, right? That just went around, just cleaned stuff up. That's all it did. And then some other player wanted to step on it and squish it. Dick move. But we often think of things like Rangers, for example, in D&D, or, you know, if there's any Final Fantasy 14 players out there, or Final Fantasy 11 players, right? Beastmasters, Puppet Masters, Summoners, right? We think of pet classes, right? But when we're talking about pets, I'm talking about little 1d4 minus 1 HP cats with like a +2 attack bonus that deal like 1 slashing damage, right? To me, a bear that's helping you in combat is more along the lines of a companion. Not to mention nowadays in D&D, a lot of those classes, the Drake Warden, I think the new 2024 Beastmaster Ranger or Hunter Ranger, whatever it is, they can now resummon them anyway, right? Because everyone's like, look, if you bring it into combat and it can attack things, it's fair game. Fair enough. But what about when it comes to, you know, let's use a classic example that some people probably know about, right? Campaign 2 of Critical Role, when Jester has her little purple weasel Sparkles. There's all kinds of jokes about like, hey, we were just underwater for like 2 hours. How is the weasel still alive? Right? It becomes a running joke. But generally, cute little pets that just make people happy are immortal, right? And if you're a DM out there who thinks, nope, even those, if you bring them into combat, if that's your DM, if they're at your table, if you're at their table, I'd step away. In fact, that's probably a pretty good litmus test going forward for, is this GM going to be a problem? Just ask them, hey, if I were to get a little blink puppy to carry around with me in combat, like, it just survives, right? And if any DM doesn't instantly say, yeah, it's a pet, like, it doesn't do anything, it just makes you happy, it's fine, you need to run.